What's up, my peoples? I am Gandhi, and today, this is episode 11, 1-1 of Gandhi's Thoughts. And today we are going to be covering the Arena Gaming Wired event. Now, that was announced. Now, I'm going to talk about a couple different things. The first thing I'm going to talk about is promotion of it, which is kind of lacking. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about is the event itself. But in case you guys are not familiar with it, here is a fantastic write-up of the Arena Gaming Wired event. Now, essentially, in a nutshell, what this event is trying to do is a 4v4 online pool play. There's no ladders, there's no brackets, it is just a big fucking humongous pool play where it's going to seed people from there. Now, how many people can compete in this? Is it limited? Because AGL Nashville, they had to increase passes. No! Fuck that, they said. We are not doing limited passes. What we're doing is we're making a max. This bracket can handle 448 people. 448 teams. That's 1,700, hold on, I have it in my notes. 1,792 people can be in this tournament. Awesome, right? Like, that's, in a nutshell, that's badass. How much does it cost to enter this event? $50 a person or $200 a team. So you have many different options here that you can choose from. But the problem is, initially, right off the break, the problem is that Arena Gaming's kind of relying on the fact that 448 teams actually show up. I don't know how you guys see the competitive side of things, but AGL Nashville may get 64 teams. Okay? Now, some things can be chalked up to, traveling, not enough money, very average payouts, as the pros like to say, which I think it's decent. Back in 2005, I competed for, $370 for second place each. So, stop being fucking little princesses. But, anywho, so AGL's kind of relying on the fact that 448 teams are actually going to enter this tournament. Is it going to work? Probably not. No, I'll be honest. That's about how it works for me. But at the same time, there's a possibility. The problem is, and then this is the first topic of today, the problem lies with the fact that the promotion is not very good. It is, oh, hey, how's it going from Netherlands? Badass that you're showing up. The problem lies with the promotion of the event. Now, Arena Gaming, this is a direct message to you. This is PR 101 for how to promote an event. You have multiple sources at your disposal here. You are not limited to just your website because you don't have any grudges against any of the other websites. Halo Council has thrown something up. They've done a write-up for you. There's forum posts on Halo Waypoint done by, various people of the community trying to promote this event. And I know you guys are going to be doing a live stream, but you got to do more than that, man. Like, there has to be more done. Yes, the live show is going to help, but that's only hitting your audience. You guys really need to be contacting various people. You need to be going to, Halo Stats and Halo 4 Tracker and Halo Stat Tracker. You need to be going to all the stat sites and posting it up there because, maybe you'll find someone there, right? You're looking for 448 teams. You cannot be limited to your demographic. Your demographic is shit in comparison to 448 teams. In fact, it's like a quarter, maybe less, a fifth of what you're actually expecting. Actually, no, you haven't even gotten a quarter of the teams to compete in an event as to what you're looking for. So, math aside here, since I just went cross-eyed, you really, really are going to have to promote this event. So how can you go about promoting this event? Well, number one, you are connected with Bonafide Boarding, correct? Clothing company. Start doing some giveaways. Here's what you do. Post a YouTube video saying, giving the lowdown on the Arena Gaming event and say, hey, listen, if this gets 1,000 if this gets 500 likes or whatever your average likes is. All right, so look, here's a quick little algorithm in case you're making YouTube videos and you're trying to do giveaways. Whatever your demographic is and whatever your normal likes are, double it, right? So let's say you get an average of 100 likes, okay? Double it and say if this gets to 200 likes, I'm going to give a giveaway because you're doubling your performance right away. That's exactly what you're looking for. You can't go, oh, if this gets 1,000 likes, I'm going to give away a fucking house. If you're giving away a house, yeah, sure, 1,000 likes, 10 times the amount that you normally get, then yeah, that'll probably happen. But most likely, that's not going to happen. So let's say you get 500 likes on your videos, 1,000 likes, that's double. Say at 1,000 likes, we are going to be giving away a couple T-shirts. Just keep spreading the word. What that's going to do is, one, it's going to bring more people to your YouTube. Number two, you're going to be giving the fans something for actually watching this. And number three, it's going to be spreading the word, right? The next thing you can do is with Twitter. Okay, the same thing. Let's say your normal retweets get about 20. You get a normally 20-ish retweets. Okay, so you go, all right. Twitter's a little bit different of the beast. You can probably get away with 4 times, 3 times the amount, right? So you say, if this gets 100 retweets, we're giving away 3 T-shirts to the people who retweet it, right? Of your choice. And then people are like, oh, well, I like your shirts. I've never actually had the money to get them. I never actually wanted to buy them because I didn't know how it fits. But if it's a free one, fuck it, I'll try it, right? Like, everyone loves free shit. That's how it works. Okay, so now you're looking at 100 retweets instead of 20. That's word of mouth. That is hitting so many different people. That's a very easy way for it to start going viral. But the big thing is you got to branch out. And unless you start branching out to various different communities, you're not going to get 448 teams. Now, I'm not saying change your settings, but what I'm saying is you have to start going to these other sites. You have to go to Halo Waypoint. You have to contact 343 trying to get them to spread the word of mouth. Talk to Quinn Del Hoyo and Bravo. Those are very good dudes who will probably be looking to help you out as well. The next thing you need to do after that is make all your game types readily available and get ready to do Q&As. Do Q&As as much as you can. And by as much as you can, I of course mean twice a week, right? I don't care if it's the same 12 people doing rehearsed answers over and over and over again. You're going to have to do Q&As because the bracket and the format for this is a little bit confusing just from what I've read, okay? Like, I still don't really understand it all, but that's neither here nor there. But you're really going to have to start doing a better job at promoting yourself, because if you're only going to be promoting to the people who know about you, you're not going to get 448 teams. I'm sorry. There's just I have no faith in you. And it sucks because, I am casting your event, but I'm looking out for you, and I'm being as brutally honest as I can. I'm sorry. That's who I am. I'm an asshole. Moving forward. So looking at the format here just a little bit, I know there's a lot of people in the chat asking, what? Okay, so it's going to be $50 to enter this event, right? And that's doable, okay? Now, I see a lot of people complaining like, oh my God, it's $50. Well, what you don't realize is that there's more than a month of online qualifiers. The online tournament lasts from June 9th to July 13th, okay? So you're paying, there's like this I think it's these Astros, man. It feels like a little worm is going into my ear every time I put these motherfuckers on. But so you're paying $50 to play competition every single day. 3 times a week, actually. You're paying $50 to play good teams 3 times a week and to put yourself at the top of your list in your division, okay? That's kind of worth $50 in my opinion. What else this $50 everyone's going to be shackling out is going to do for you is if you win your division. So it's broken down into divisions here, and let me find that because it's all sorts of fucked up. You have the American Conference and you have the National Conference, but we're just going to go with mine because this is what I would do. So in the East, you have Pittsburgh, Boston, Charlotte, and Richmond, okay? So if you win your city by having the best win-loss ratio, so I'm assuming it's by series and not games. If it's by games, you really have to address that. Like I said, you did not address that at all. But if it's by games, then every game's going to matter, right? But every game matters anyways, but it's going to come into a much different factor, right? So let's take a look at the East, okay? So we have Pittsburgh, Boston, Charlotte, and Richmond. You have to register for your city. Okay, badass. I would register for Richmond, right? If I have the best record for Richmond, what that's going to do for me is that's going to get me sponsored to go out to the Nationals to compete for this 20K. That's cool. $50, $200 for your team is going to get you a flight, and it's going to get you a hotel, and it's going to send you out to the event. That's a $50 investment I think is well worth it. Am I going to compete in it? Fuck yeah, it's going to be at Richmond. And also, there's one in Pittsburgh too, so depending on if Halls and Maven want to do Pittsburgh, I'll probably do Pittsburgh. But so, it's a $50 investment. You have a month of playing. And plus, with this month of playing here, that you're going to get from paying, see, you're going to be able to you're going to be able to attract a lot of people to your stream. You're going to attract a lot of people to your YouTube and your Twitter just by streaming these events, right? Because it's an online tournament. That's how COD got so successful. That's how the streamers got so successful, right? A lot of them would go in and be like, hey, look, here's this tournament. We're scrimming. This is the finals. Come. And people say, oh, shit. Finals? I love finals. That's it's like the national championship. Done. GG, right? So that's going to help get you boosted, right? But the big thing is going to be the online issues, right? And everyone's going to, oh, well, what happens if they host boot you? Or what happens if you lag out? They've put in some rules here, okay? So if you actually get host booted out, or if, you lag out, whatever, the game picks up exactly where it left off, right? So if you're up 2-0 and the other guy lags out and it's to 3, it starts right back up at 2-0, and you guys start from there. So clearly it's going to be, you're not going to fucking start the game, cap 2 flags, and run back. That's retarded. No, you're going to play the next one to 1 cap. Or if you get 1 cap, you win. But if the other team gets 3 caps, they win, right? That's it. Fresh start. Doesn't matter about map positioning. Go fuck yourself. That's online for you. That's how it works. You got to deal with the bullshit. But the one thing I gotta say that's scary, right? Which is the thing that is super scary is the fact that it seems heavily reliant on getting 448 teams, and I can't stress enough how that's important. So what can we do as a community, right? So simple numbers here, okay? The normal throwdown playlist, from what I've seen, ranges from, I don't know, 600 to 1,000-ish. So to get exactly half, we would be looking at more of the higher level of Team Throwdown. 224 teams is going to be 896 people. Okay, that's about doable. Okay, so that's going to take 89 grand to about what, 44,500. So I mean, they're still going to have money to do it, but this 20K, if the prize pool of $20,000 is going to come from the 80K, then that's not. I don't know if that's going to work out. I've never seen Team Throwdown only have 300 players, dude. I don't know what time you're playing at, but for me, I see upwards of 600 to 800 every single time. Maybe I don't play at 7 a.m. in the morning because some of us, don't like to be up in the morning to play with Europeans. Just me. But, so, can we get 896 people? Perhaps. But the big thing here is you're going to have to really appeal to them as to why they should have to do it, right? And the big problem here is how people are very stingy with their money, right? Like they'll take $60, pay for an MLG pass, go to an MLG event if Halo 4 is there, knowing they're going to lose round 1 winners, round 1 losers, and play for a hotel, and they're willing to pay fucking like $800 for a weekend, right? Let's just call it normal, $600, right? With food and everything, $600. They're willing to pay $600 for a fucking weekend because it's like, they get to travel, they get to hang out, they get to see friends, but they won't pay $50 for an online tournament that's going to be more of a season, like kind of like a football season, right? So the one thing is going to be making them stingy. You have to let them know. You say, hey, listen, is it double elimination? So it's pool play at first. So it starts off as pool play, and then I'm assuming whoever has the best win-loss record wins their division. Like I said, I don't have all the answers myself. So we're gonna. This is where the Q&A says. So that's that, right? Um, whatever. So you're gonna have to do this, right? Where it's gonna have to be a collective, like a very, very big collective thing. You're gonna have to go and tell people. You're gonna have to say, hey, listen, there's an event online. $50 is gonna get you, like I think it's like 32 days, 33 days, depending on how it works. $50 is gonna get you 32 days of playing top tier players. You're gonna be playing against all the world's best. Formal on Pulse. You're gonna get to play him. Ninja on Warriors, the guy who's a maniac. Yeah, you're gonna get to play him. Legit, you're gonna get to play him, right? You're gonna get to play all of these superstars over the course of the time. Which, if you don't pay $50, you'll be lucky to play against them in Team Throwdown. You'll be lucky. You'll never get a scrim with them, most likely, because they only want to play good players. So the big thing here is it's like $50 of an investment to play against top tier players for a month, right? Like, you're going to be going against people who are going to be challenging your skill. And this is equivalent to, a ranked playlist, but this is for something that's bigger. It's not like 343 is hosting an event for people after a month who are in the top 16. No, they're not doing that. But AGL is. So how AGL is spinning it, it's this. You play online, you set your times up on Sunday. So this is a big this part kind of sucks, right? Um, this is something that sucks. So the players are responsible for scheduling their matches on Sundays. Now, why is Sunday? It's not that it's Sunday. It's that the players actually are held responsible for scheduling. That sucks, right? Like, I can see it lasting for 2 weeks. I could probably see it, but I see nothing but hassle coming from that. I think AGL should probably step up and schedule it for them. Players are much better at showing up and complain than scheduling their own shit and then playing. Because if there's one thing that always happens is random shit happens. But so how the scheduling works is you go in and you list, a couple of days, every day of the week, what time you're available to play. So you get on there, you say, from 7 p.m. to, fucking 4 a.m. because I don't give a shit. Our team can play. And then a team that's higher seeded than you goes, okay, well, let's see here. We're not going to play at 3 a.m. because that's retarded. Midnight, no, let's go 10 p.m. So the higher seed is going to pick against the lower seed as to when they play. I don't know about you guys, but I see a lot of problems happening from that. But I think if AGL can intervene a little bit and really start to help push the pros into it and stay on their ass, then it's going to be fine. But if they're not, then I see nothing but people forgetting to schedule matches. I mean, hell, people forgot to buy team passes for AGL Nashville because no one thought it was going to sell out. You think people are going to be able to schedule matches every single week for 5 weeks, 4 weeks? I don't think so. That's me though. So that's my big concern. My big concern, actually, I have two big concerns. 448 teams seems very out of reach. That is what it is. The second thing is teams scheduling themselves on Sunday. So what do we do as a community? Just to end this, then what do? We tell people what is good about this event, right? Because they're gonna see $50 and then you say, you know what, fuck that. I'm not paying $50. It's not even a live event. And then you're gonna go, fuck you, right? And it's gonna go ugly. It's gonna go ugly. So what we have to do is say, listen, $50 is gonna get you a more like 35 days of playing competitive players the entire time. And on top of that, it is broken down into 16 divisions, right? So you have the American Conference and you have the National Conference. Both are made up of Northeast, South, and West. There is 4 cities in each direction on the compass. Never eat soggy waffles. That's how I remember it. Or never eat sour watermelon. But never eat soggy waffles. Definitely, it means something down in here because I don't like soggy waffles. I like them nice and crispy. But so It's broken up all into the different areas of the United States. Potentially they could go overseas, but there's not a big enough demand over there as of now, so it is not overseas. So moving forward, you can win your city. If you win your city, you get flight, hotel, and a guaranteed pass to play for $20,000 at the playoff event. Seems pretty good to me. So $50, it's an investment. $50, not only are you, so this is the sale ad, right? Like you're knocking on fucking people's door and you go, hello, sir, do you have a moment to talk about AGL Wired today? And they're like, fuck you, you fuck. You know, you're just as bad as Jehovah's Witnesses, man. And you go, fuck you, right? Like, and your foot's at the door. And you're like, okay, well, it's gaming. And he's like, okay, I'm interested. Opens up, lets you in. You come in there and you go, all right, sir, just with the small price of $50, $50 is going to get you not only to play against the world's best players in 35 days, but what it's also going to do, it's going to give you a chance to win $20,000 at our playoff event. But here's the kicker. When you get invited to this event, if you win your city, you get your flight and your hotel paid for. So everything is free. $50 can get you a flight and hotel. Oh my God. And the guy's going to go, oh, you're fucking kidding me. You're shitting me. $50 is going to get me this? This is an infomercial. We need Billy Mays. Billy Mays would sell this shit perfectly. Damn you, cocaine! Right? Like, it would work. It could work. This is how it'll go, right? So that is it. So that is the sales pitch. That is how we have to pitch it. You're going to have to really grab that fucking optimistic ball, and you're going to fucking shake it around, and you're going to throw it at people, and that's it. But so other than that's really all I got for AGL Wired. I can try to talk to AGL, but the thing is who am I, right? Like, look at me. I'm wearing a flannel. My Astros are all fucked up. They're broken as shit. No one's gonna listen to me, right? Like, they just think I'm this fucking lunatic. I'm that fucking crazy cousin that no one wants to really address. So that's that. But that's so. Anyways, so to wrap it up here, I know flannel. I think is extremely professional, and it's amazing in every way, shape, and form. But so moving on, there's a whole different list of tiers to be paid out, but once again, I don't understand them, so you're gonna have to contact AGO about that. It says tier 1, 90. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, so never mind. I'm retarded. I got it right here. So here's the different tiers. Okay. So if tier 1, 96 team, if we only get 96 teams, there's a 10K payout. If we get 192 teams, we get 10K payout, and the top 8 fully sponsored for the AGL Orange County. That's good. So realistically here, we're looking at, for me, like, obviously we want to go for 448, right? Like, that's the goal. But looking at it realistically, I'm looking at between 192 teams and 356 for online. I think it's a fucking reach, man. And I don't want to say that it's not a reach, and it's kind of funny because Halo Reach sucked, and it was a reach to even make that game, or to even play it, or to go to an event. But I think with the right advertisement and everyone kind of coming together and pushing it forward, it'll help. But I think 192 teams is what we should shoot for, and once we hit that marker, then we just keep moving forward. So with that, it would be a 10K payout, top 8 fully sponsored. I think they should probably retailer these tiers and get rid of the top 8 fully sponsored and all that shit and increase the payout. I think at the end of the day, people don't really necessarily care about paying for flights. They want that live atmosphere with more money. So that's something to think about. That's me personally, though. Obviously, I would like the flight as well, but if it's between a bigger payout and flying people out, I would much rather have a bigger payout. That's that. So final thoughts here, before I go and eat because, well, I'm fat and I'm starving. Final thoughts here. One, we're gonna have to come together here and make this sales pitch. We're all gonna have to be Billy Mays, and we're gonna have to literally push it on people. Anyone who is in a power position or any position at all to make YouTube videos who can explain this slightly better than me, by all means do it. Also, we have to look at it like this, right? The better AGL does, the better we're going to do. So this benefits us in its own way. We scratch their back, and because we're scratching their back, our back is getting a fucking cape thrown on it, right? Like the crown is being placed back onto our heads. So that is what we have to do. So we have to promote them, they promote us, vice versa, just by having events and there's bigger payout, and then people can go back to actually playing this game for some pretty decent money. So we have to do this. We gotta have to push this event. It's very, very, very hard. But then again, on the same time, AGO, it is also on you to push this event. Naturally, you can blame the community for not promoting the event, but by the community, your business model right now is kind of like you are expecting this community to push this event for you. You have to push it for yourself. You can't rely on other people to make your business successful. You have to go to all the websites. Just Google Halo fucking 4, right? And go in there and say, and everything that comes up there, everything that has a forum, post your shit. Post your shit in there. Do the Twitter thing. Do the Facebook thing. Do the YouTube deals. You lube the deals. Get in there. That is your job. You have to fucking get in there. You can't just sit on the sideline and be like, oh, well, we fucking tried. Because it's going to make you look like a jackass. It really is. That's really all I got on the subject. Now, once again, we have to promote them. AGL, you have to do a better job at promoting yourself. And other than that, I will be streaming tonight at... I have a planner on this phone now, so I'm all sorts of badass. Hoss won't be able to get on till 9, but Maven and Chosky will be on at 8. So I will be playing at 8 o'clock. I think Osayami may be making an appearance, perhaps. I might be streaming on the Beyond Entertainment Twitch tonight as well. So keep that dialed in. I don't know what the Twitch is, but regardless, you have my Twitters. And if you don't have my Twitters, it's at Gandhi. And that's that. Thank you guys for tuning in. I love you all. Once again, here is the link. Hold on, I'm retarded. There's the link for the information. Have a good day. I love you all. Peace.